Before Titans clashed with gods, before earth had shape or sky, there was only a yawning gap the Greeks called chaos. From that silence sprang night, darkness, earth, the deepest abyss, and a spark of irresistible desire. Tonight we step into that first breath of existence. In everyday English, chaos means disorder, but to the Greeks, chaos, meant a gaping void, a cleft in the nothing. Imagine a space so vast and empty that up and down don't exist. No shape, no light, no time. Our main source is Hesiod's Theogony, written around 700 BCE. He opens simply, first of all came chaos. But not all Greeks agreed. Later, Orphic poems speak of a silver egg spinning in chaos, hatching a radiant being named Phanes, light incarnate. Remember, Greek myth is not a single canon. It's a chorus of local voices, singing in layers. From chaos sprang 5 great forces: Nyx, night; Erebos, the darkness between worlds; Gaia, the earth, vast and fertile; Tartarus, the abyss beneath all things; Eros, not Cupid, but desire itself, the force of attraction. These weren't gods in the modern sense. They were realities, concepts, living laws. Nyx was no mere shadow, she was the night. A sweeping veil of stars, the silence that falls before dreams begin. In later myths, even Zeus, king of the heavens, dared not cross her. Without a consort, Nyx gave birth to sleep and death, Hypnos and Thanatos, and to forces far more abstract: doom, retribution, misery, discord. These children weren't just threats, they were truths. Her brother, Erebos, filled the gaps between light and underworld, a realm of twilight where souls pass but never return. Together, Nyx and Erebos framed the first contrast in the cosmos, the place where light ends and stories begin. Then came Gaia, not simply the ground, but the ground of being. She is earth as body, spirit, and will. Gaia emerged not from love or lightning, but from necessity, the need for something firm to hold the weight of existence. She is the stone beneath the sea, the womb of fertility. To the Greeks, Gaia was both the garden and the grave. Vase painters showed her half submerged in soil, nurturing life, while poets called her eldest of gods. She would go on to shape oceans, mountains, storms, and war. But in this moment, she simply is, vast, unshakable, awake. Beneath Gaia, there was more. A place so far removed it defied measurement. This was Tartarus. Not hell, not death, not punishment, yet just the idea of below. The Greeks said if an anvil fell from heaven, it would take 9 nights to reach Tartarus. Later it would become the god's dungeon, the prison of monsters. But in this early age, Tartarus is pure depth. He too is a being, a presence, dark and patient, waiting to devour whatever falls too far. And then, Eros. The Greeks feared and revered him, not the playful cherub with a bow, but a raw cosmic force. Eros was the engine of existence, the draw between opposites, the ache of want, the pull of union, the spark that binds chaos into form. He was magnetism, creation, fusion, not love, but attraction. Without Eros, Gaia and Uranus would never connect. And so, desire enters the story, and destiny begins to stir. Greek myths don't start with sword fights or love triangles. They begin with truths dressed as forces. Gaia isn't just the ground, she is ground, the very idea of foundation. Nyx isn't nightfall, she is night, eternal, sentient, creating in silence. These are not backdrops, they are beings. To the Greeks, the cosmos wasn't a stage where drama happened. It was a living character, restless, emotional, divine. That's why myth opens with concepts, because ideas, not mortals, hold the world together. Let's slow down and reflect. These beings, Chaos, Nyx, Gaia, Eros, they're not just characters, they are symbols, anchoring Greek myth in meaning. Chaos to order. Every story needs structure. Every world needs a beginning. Light versus shadow. Nyx and Erebos show us that stories are shaped by contrast. Without darkness, light is meaningless. Desire as engine. Eros teaches that nothing, no myth, no love, no cosmos, begins without wanting. These are the true first laws of the mythic world. With Gaia standing firm and Eros stirring the air, creation becomes inevitable. Gaia will soon give birth to Uranus, the sky, and together they'll bring forth the first generation of divine children, the Titans, the Cyclopes, the 100-handers. But even in this act of love, fear is already present. Uranus will gaze upon his children and see not family, but threat. The sky will try to bury what Earth brings forth. And when you try to smother the future learns how to fight back. The seeds of rebellion are already sown. Before we move on, let's gather what we've learned. Chaos wasn't madness, it was openness. A space so vast even thought had no place to land. From that gap came 5 living principles: Nyx, night; Erebos, shadow; Gaia, earth; Tartarus, depth; Eros, desire. These aren't decorative characters, they are the first rules of the universe. Greek myth doesn't build castles in the sky, it lays its stones in concept, and that's what makes it last. In our next chapter, we follow Nyx deeper into shadow. She bore children in solitude, concepts more haunting than any monster. Hypnos, the god of sleep; Thanatos, the god of death; Moros, doom; Nemesis, retribution. These beings don't roar, they linger. They haunt dreams and echo through myths for generations. Even the gods can't outrun night. So come and descend into the dark with me. You've just completed the first step in an epic journey through chaos, concept, and the awakening of the world. This was episode 1 of Greek mythology, the eternal cycle. One breath into the void, one light in the dark. 39 more stories await, of gods, monsters, betrayals, heroes, and fate. Subscribe now, ring the aulos. Our myth has only just begun.